Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin recovered a little bit from yesterday's small price drop. Bitcoin dropped yesterday to the downside of this price channel. Overall, however, very slow price action. Also, yesterday late, it seemed like the altcoins were starting to sell off. Today they recovered a little bit, but nothing major. I think overall they lost a little bit, but generally it's just sideways movement. So we haven't really had enough price action over the weekend to change any forecast, to confirm any forecast, yeah, to revise anything. Nothing changed. The only thing I can say is that if this move up, if a third wave is happening here of the C wave, so obviously here unfolding as an ending diagonal in this C wave, this should be it. Okay, this should be it. Any break below yesterday's low will likely lead to a reset of the B wave, or actually I would then probably change the scenario. I showed you that in yesterday's video, I think. We talked about potentially we have to change here the wave count. Similar to, I did that in the ETH video. Because we can say that actually the move up here looks more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 waves up, potentially in an A wave, a leading diagonal. The wave count would change a little bit, and then we say, okay, maybe this is not a WXY. Possibly all of this is an A wave as a leading diagonal, okay, but it would have topped here. Now we're coming down in a B wave and would then move up in a C wave, and this B wave would be A wave, B wave, C wave potentially, and then move up in the C wave, in the yellow C wave. This is absolutely something I'm observing as well. That is just something that corrections always do. They tend to morph, they tend to change. It's just a feature of corrections. You can't necessarily predict that, but we can watch the signs, the signals that tell us if something might be morphing. We need to know, first of all, that corrections always morph. What I don't like is that this is so sloppy here. Such sloppy price action just, in my opinion, increases the likelihood of such structures to transform. And yeah, it just can't really get off the ground. And if this is highlighted here in white, an ending diagonal in a C wave, yeah, it should really start to move now. I mean, otherwise it stretches out too far, and it might indeed be that B wave that we talked about. Ideally, this pushes a little higher, forms 5 waves to complete the C wave of wave Y of wave 2. But again, I'm observing the other scenario as well, where the A wave here to the high of, to the Saturday high actually, was a leading diagonal. A B wave is basically in the making now, and then a C wave just happens later. This doesn't change resistance at all. It just allows for one more, let's say, deeper pullback, maybe close to 25,770 again, before we finally see that C wave. I expect it to be a little more volatile in the next few days, also due to the upcoming Fed interest rate decision. So let's see what happens there. We could maybe get some unexpected movement based on that. Now, you shouldn't say unexpected, but because we, I mean, what is unexpected? Unexpected means you don't expect it, right? But you always have to expect that also resistance levels are breaking. That's just what they do. I mean, if the price goes above that level, 27,480, we talked about what the scenario will be then. It's not necessarily unexpected. It's just not the most probable outcome. Because you should never say unexpected, because that means you think that resistance will not break, which is not the case. We are just observing this level. Highlight that as long as we are below resistance, the most probable outcome is that this here is a wave 2, and the move down should follow next in a third wave. But if we see a 5-wave move above that level, then we suddenly start to work on more bullish scenarios, and we might even get a nice long trade setup in the next few days and weeks, as I showed you in the last few videos. But at the moment, this is just corrective, yeah, and there is nothing that the price has done to suggest or confirm to us that something more directly bullish is happening here. It actually looks very weak, very sloppy, has difficulties to climb higher into resistance. You can actually see how meaningful that resistance level is that we already defined a week ago, because I mean, if you look at this, the price has really started to slow down in this resistance area, and it really has difficulties to get through. So again, it really takes a sustained break above that resistance level, above 27,480, in 5 waves to suggest that something more bullish is going on. It would look like that, possibly into the 29K region. Then a 3-wave pullback afterwards would give us clarity. Then we can say, okay, this is a wave 1, this here is a wave 2, and a 3rd wave might happen later. Until then, all the levels we discussed in previous videos are very much valid. Bear in mind, on Wednesday, we've got the Fed interest rate increase. That could shake up the markets a little bit, maybe even in anticipation. And we could get some nice volatility. Let's see what the day brings. I mean, I keep updating you later anyway. Let's see what the stock market does today. That might have a little bit of an effect on the crypto market as well, at least in terms of volatility. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. And as a channel member, you get access to the weekly live streams. Every Sunday we do a live stream. We cover some requests. It's also an educational live stream. You get access to all the educational material on Discord and Telegram, where you can also find the chat rooms. And as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.